Welcome to class. We're in a comfortable seat in meditation as we go breath by breath, letting go of the external world and allowing ourselves to tap into our internal landscape. Going breath by breath as you sit in silence, in stillness, eyes are closed. Give yourself some time to arrive mentally on the mat, preparing for your yoga practice. You can start to breathe deeper. Notice how if you haven't done the deeper, fuller breaths, or if you're just still coming in or you've just arrived, notice how tapping into your breath brings you into your physical body. And it's like it's the most natural thing in the world to be with yourself. Got yourself. You're showing up for yourself. Deepening those breaths, feeling the prana, this vital life force, entering the body, leaving the body. Notice how the deeper breaths serve you. The whole practice, the physical practice of yoga, helps to settle the emotions. And sometimes from the very first breath, we can start to feel that. And so you don't always need a full hour or a half an hour. Sometimes you might only have some few minutes. Just a reminder not to sit up so tall that the back is closed off. So your lungs are in the center, but actually more to the back. 60% of your lungs are to the back body. So it's a little bit of awareness that you still want to expand your upper back when you breathe in. Finding your rhythm. And take another 5 of these breaths. Okay, good. Let's bring the hands together. Start to rub them to create heat in the hands. Place the hands over the eyes. Start to open the eyes, allowing light in. Blinking a few times. And then you can bring your hands down to the floor next to you. We're going to inhale again. Right arm will come up. The exhale will take you to your left. And the inhale will bring you back up. And the exhale to your right. And just keep going like that. Move with your breath. You might want to go back to closing your eyes. You don't have to move with me. And I want you to really feel that you've got this dance going. The music is your breath. The body moves with the breath, with the sound now of the ujjayi breath on the exhalation. Looking for freedom in the body. Each time exploring how much of the breath you can get out and how deep you can go into your lateral thigh bend. So finish on your right. And then you can come all the way up. So we'll straighten out the legs. Let's just give the legs a little break. And point and flex your feet. Okay, so take your feet out a little wider. For those of you who have got tight hamstrings, if you feel like you're sitting back, maybe it'll help to put your blocks under your knees. So it's either that or sit on the block. Okay, so let's try and get the spine up tall so you don't have to have blocks. And then take your hands next to you on the floor, really just gently settling the fingers down. We're not going for a full-on wide legs stance. Okay, so start to drop your chin down to your chest. And on your next inhale, take it right and up. And on your exhale, take it left and down. And then keep going like that. Again, it's the dance of the breath and the body. The inhale is right and up. And the exhale is left and down. Keep going with this. You might want to close your eyes. We're doing this little checking in now of the part of the body that is moving. Not wanting to rush it, not wanting to speed it up. So now can you keep this going, but start to move your feet around the ankles as well. Be creative. Give yourself some time to get the coordination. Doesn't matter if the feet are going in the opposite direction. It doesn't matter if they don't move together at first, the head and the hands. Keep going. A little bit of brain gym. It's really good. Going in the same direction. We're not looking to beat ourselves up if it doesn't come right. Just keep trying. And the next time your chin is down, change the direction of the head and the feet. Keep going with your breath as well. So the inhale is left and up. And the exhale is right and down. The spine nice and long as you do this. Ooh, and listen to all those sounds. It's like I've got Rice Krispies in my neck. Keep going. All right. Finish with your chin down. And then you can raise your gaze. And we'll just come forward. So this is, I know it's early, but just start to bring yourself forward. Some of you will walk a little more. Some of you might want to just kind of rock it out from side to side. And just check in with one leg at a time. Just be super mindful. Yeah, change up your blocks if you need to. Really going now with your ujjayi breath. And eventually settling down in the center. So don't push it. The ujjayi breath going. So see if your body can start to give you feedback about what kind of a weekend you had. All right, let's come out of that. Bring yourselves up. So at this point, you'll need your strap or your towel, or maybe not. So you bring our knees together. So either hold the outside of your feet to lift them up, or use a strap or a towel. Okay, so we're going to bring ourselves to balance on the sit bones. So maybe starting with the shins parallel to the floor first. And then those of you who want to explore the feet going a little higher, everybody just start to take the feet up and see where this ends up. So focusing on one point with your gaze. Keep the awareness on where the balance is. Straightening out your legs as much as you want to. And then if you want to add to this, change your gaze and start to look up to the ceiling and open the throat. So maybe looking right up at the sky. Breathing. Okay, good. Let's come out of that. All right. So we'll start to come up to standing. You can take all your things off your mat. And we'll find ourselves in a wide-legged forward bend. So at this point, we're going to be doing a couple of variations on the wide-legged forward bend. You can decide, do you want to face right or left? So it depends where your camera is. You can come through hands and knees, tuck toes, and just walk your hands back, stand up, and then, yeah, decide what side you're going to be on. We're going to go into a wide-legged forward bend, opening up the arms, inhale. Prepare with a long back, exhale, fold yourselves forward. Those of you whose hamstrings are tighter, your hands will be on your shins. Otherwise, maybe the ankles, some of you, maybe the hands to the floor. And you all know, firm up your legs. Don't be in a rush to think that you have to be on the floor. That's not the case at all. Keep those shoulders moving away from the skull. Keep the weight a little bit forward by the balls of the feet. And then without changing the weight on the feet, in other words, neither swaying back nor forward, just lift the head and the chest and walk your hands forward. So like downward facing dog hands, your hands will be off your mat, way off your mat, and then drop your head down. So feel the stretch in the shoulders, upper back. So it's a big, fat, wide, downward facing dog. Stretch your arms. Curve up your legs. Keep the weight forwards in the balls of the feet. Let the back of the neck be long. Good. Walk your hands back underneath you. Turn to the front of your mat. So we'll all have different legs facing the front. And then step back to a down dog. Normal downward facing dog, and start to bend one leg at a time and pedal it out. Just moving the legs now a little more. See if you can move and still have your controlled ujjayi breath. Okay. Step your feet to the front of your mat or walk. Find your halfway lift. Inhale, long back. Forward fold, exhale. You can bend your knees if you have to. And then bend your knees a lot. Everybody roll up to standing. Just explore that deliciousness in the back. Oh, it should feel so nice. Head comes up last. Take your shoulders with you up back. and down. We're going to work on the Utkatasana version today that we've been working on for the last 2 weeks. So we're going to bend the knees, scoop the hands down, they touch the floor, palms meet, hook your thumbs so they wrap over the other hand, reach them forward. Don't let your knees change the bend, but tuck your tailbone under as your hands go up, up, up. Lift your chest, take the fingers to point to the sky. Maybe you look up as well. Okay, straighten your legs, look forward, release your arms out, back, and into your heart. Okay, another one like that. Utkatasana, bend your knees, hook your thumbs or let your palms meet, wrap your buttocks, tuck your tailbone. Don't come up any higher, but just let your hands come up, just your gaze. Open your chest. Okay, so now we're going to fold. So straighten out, fold all the way down. Take a halfway lift, inhale, and fold. Step back to high plank. Take a round of low plank, maybe just a little baby one to begin with. Flip your feet to up dog next. And go back to downward facing dog. Turn your left foot out where it is at the back of your mat. Right foot, warrior one, step it forward. Same hands. They reach forward. Go all the way up, look up. Then open out your arms, hands to the floor. High plank, to low plank, to up dog, to down dog. Right foot turns out, warrior one, left foot forward. Same arms, move the tailbone down as the arms come up. Move slowly, then open out your arms, hands to the floor. High plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Hold your down dog, you've got 5 breaths. Keep wrapping those biceps up, triceps down. So let's prepare to come forwards. Lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward, step or walk. Do halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Utkatasana variation again, bend your knees. Tuck tailbone, hands go up, open your chest. Then straighten out, release your arms down. Back in the heart space, breathe in. And breathe out. Going to repeat that. Utkatasana variation. Inhale. Forward fold. Straighten out. Fold down. Exhale. Halfway lift in. And fold. High plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Warrior one, right foot forward. Variation of the hands, tuck your tailbone down, don't go into the back bend, pull your front ribs in, open out, high plank, low, up dog, down dog. Warrior one, left foot, strong legs, arms up, open out, high plank, low, up dog, down dog, we hold. Keep the Ujjayi breath going through the nose. Feel how great it feels to get a rest and a stretch. Keep wrapping those arms. Let's come forward. Lift your heels, bend your knees, feet to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Utkatasana with the variation. Wrap your buttocks, glutes wrapping. Stand up straight. Release the arms down, hands in the heart space. Take a breath in and a breath out. Step your leg back to the wide-legged forward bend side that you chose last time. So you want to be able to feel comfortable with whatever side you're facing. Okay, good. So we're going to go down again and take it to one ankle at a time. Prepare with an inhale. Exhale, go straight down to the center, but then move your hands to your right leg and then pull yourself closer to that right leg. Keep firming your leg, the weight forward. Then let's go over to the other side. Other leg. Come out and turn to lunge to the front of your mat and step forward. Bend your knees to roll up. Take your time, it's lovely. Then a nice big shoulder loop. Forwards, up, back, and down. Hands in the heart space. Another round, Utkatasana variation. Inhale, wrap your buttocks. Let your buttocks drive where your body is kind of at. So if you're in a back bend, you're not wrapping your glutes. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. High plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Warrior one, right foot. Arms up. Open up. High plank. Low. Up dog. Down dog. Warrior one, left. Arms up. Open up. High plank. Low. Up dog. Down dog to hold, 5 breaths. Keep bringing yourself back to breath. Let's prepare to come forward, step or jump, lift your heels, bend your knees, feet forward, half lift, forward fold, Utkatasana, stand up straight, release your arms down, hands in the heart space. Again, step back to your wide-legged side, forward bend side, interlace your fingers behind your back. Pull your hands down the buttocks and then away from them as you straighten your arms and start to fold forward. Lift your hands up as far as they'll go, but keep your shoulder blades moving away from the skull. Don't push this, just be in the posture. Stay with your breath. Good. Come up halfway, release your hands, turn to your front of your mat, step forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Bend your knees, roll up to standing. Shoulder lift forwards, up, back, and down. Hands in the heart. Another round, Utkatasana, inhale. Straighten out, forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift in. And exhale, fold. High plank. Low plank. Upward dog. Downward dog. Right leg, warrior one. Arms up, inhale. Open up. High plank. Keep going. Low plank. Up dog. Down dog. Change other leg. Left foot forward. Warrior one. Good. High plank. To low. To up dog. To down dog, to hold. And then in this down dog, take your feet a little wider and a little closer. See if you can ground your heels. And then with your left hand on your right calf, twist under your right armpit. So both, so we want to straighten both arms. So some of you may take that hand to the opposite ankle. So it's the opposite, the front arm, opposite leg. Twist and move your shoulders back. So feel the stretch in the hamstring. Good. Change arms. Two straight arms. Keep moving back with this. All right. Come back to your down dog and your feet again hip distance apart and a little further back. So we're going to change it up. Take your right foot between your hands and take your foot out. I'm going to just mirror you. Turn your foot out to the right and your knee follows. And then bring your hands forward and off your mat. So bend your elbows out to the side, hands away off your mat, look down. Hold it, stay. Push into the floor with your front foot. Okay, and then the last thing is just to look forward. Straighten your arms if you can. All right. Come up for Parsvottanasana. Turn your front foot to face the front. You bring your back foot in a little. And of course, those of you who need blocks, you might be up nice and high to get your back leg straight. You can decide where you're going with this. Everybody pull your right hip back. Get long with your body. So when you go down, go long and down. Yeah. Let your head just line up with your spine. Your back heel can be up. Try and get that front leg straight. Be here with your breath, with your breathing. One more breath. Good. Bend your front leg, step back to down dog. Left foot comes forward, so repeat that. The left toes turn out, the knee turns out. Hands are forwards and off the floor, off the mat, and then start to bow. Elbows bend. Wrap your right buttock, push your left foot into the floor. The right leg straight as you can. Okay, last little bit is lift the chest and maybe straighten your arms a bit. And then Parsvottanasana with or without blocks. Maybe your back foot's in a little closer. Let's pull the left hip back, straighten out your left leg, straighten out your back. Stay there or move forwards and down. Now you just work the posture with your breath. Last breath coming up. One more breath. Okay, bend your front leg, step back, down dog. So drop to your knees and just clear everything on your left and right side of your mat. So just take it up to the top. Okay, this gets exciting because then you know we're going to flip the dog, right? So you don't want anything on either side. Let's go back to down dog. So we're going to repeat, right foot forward, turn the foot out, turn the knee out, crouching tiger, drop down. Look straight ahead, straighten your arms, open your chest. Parsvottanasana, again, straighten out your front foot, fold. We're going to change it up. Bend your front knee, place your hands flat on the floor, raise your right arm to twist, simple twist. So you should have your right foot forward, left foot back, pull your left shoulder down towards your left hip, maybe look up at your hands. Good. Come back. Three-legged dog. So just move your hands a little further back. Raise your right leg all the way back up behind you. Bend your knee. Open it to the side and up to the sky. Take your left heel as close to the floor as you can get it. Look under your right armpit. Flex that right foot. Get your knee higher. Good. Flip your dog. First, take your left hand forward. Slowly move into a side plank as you drop your foot to the mat. Then, when you feel confident, lift your right arm. And then slowly open up the right shoulder. Lift your hips, lift your right heel. Throw your ears back. And so we need to be a little courageous when it comes to our gaze and our back bends. Okay, get nice and low. We're coming back. Downward facing dog. Let's go left leg, step forward to the left foot. Crouching tiger, turn it out, bow. Straighten out your arms, but keep your hips nice and low, look forward. Parsvottanasana, fold over your front leg, straighten your foot. Bend your knee, place both hands flat, left arm up, twist to hold. Simple twist. Pull your right shoulder back, spin your ribs around. Wrap the right buttock. Good. Come back. Take your hands a little further back. Three-legged dog. Left leg back and up. Bend that knee. Take it left. Take it up as high as you can. Stack your left hip on top of your right. Move your right heel closer to the floor. Move your whole body back. Maybe look under your left armpit. Squeeze the heel to the buttock. Lift the knee a little higher. You still want to tuck the tailbone under a little. Keep breathing. And then one flip of the dog. Walk your right hand forward. Slowly drop your foot. So if this is new to you, really slowly. And just don't hold it so long either. So some people will be here a little longer. The shoulder will allow it. Open up your left shoulder. Lift your hips. Curl your ears back. Let's come down. Bend both your knees. Down dog. Full breath in. And full breath out. So if you'd like to take child's pose, we're going to be here for another 3 breaths. Those of you who want to challenge yourselves, you must take turbo dog, where you stay in down dog, but you bend your elbows straight down to the floor. Once you do that, count your 3 breaths. Keep wrapping the arms, elbows point straight down. Okay, back to down dog. How are we doing? Okay, so we're going to take that a little slow again. If you want to break off your arms, you can. So we're going to add on to the end of that. So let's go down dog. Right foot forward, turn it out. Hands off the mat, bow down, crouching tiger. Lift your chest, open up, straighten your arm. Parsvottanasana, straighten your front leg, drop your head. Bend your knee, flatten your left hand, right arm, twist. Good. Bring it down, three-legged dog, take it back. Bend the knee, open it out. So you can stay here if you don't want to flip your dog. Those of you who are going into it, you can also be in a side bend instead of having your full back bend again. So you could be like in a side plank. Excuse me. We're coming back to step the right foot forward to Utthita Parsvakonasana. So you might not be able to see me. You're going to ground your left heel. Lean your arm on your right leg. You're facing the left side. Let your left fingers move down to the floor. Pass your face with your whole arm until it clears your face, and then look at your fingers, and then deepen the legs. If you have to take your back foot a little further back, then you go do that. Take your tailbone under. So we don't want to see hollow lower back. Pull your abdominals back. Support your lower back here. Challenge yourself. Good. Bring yourself down to the floor and take yourself to down dog. Excuse me. Left side, step forward. Turn the foot out and bow. Straighten up, keep that hip nice and low. Look forward. Parsvakonasana. Straight left front leg, fold. Ground your right hand, bend your left knee, twist left arm up. Hand to the floor. Three-legged dog, take it back. Bend your knee, open it out. Stay here, or take your side variation of this, or take your full flip, opening out. When you step your left foot forwards now, try not to put your left hand on the floor. Then the left elbow rests on the leg. Drop your right fingers to the floor. Pass your face with your arm. Clear your face. Look up at your hands. Now focus from the waist down. Sink a little deeper. Keep pressing the outside of your right foot firmly on the floor so you feel your inner right arch lift. Wrap your legs. Ludwig, take your back foot further away. So everybody make sure your front knee is above your ankle, not over your toes. You can just have a look at that. You can all do that check. Wrap those buttocks. Good. Sink a little deeper. Don't let your front arm fall. You should be able to see your whole face as you look up at your fingers. Active right leg. Okay, nice. Very nice. Let's come down. You've got a vinyasa or a down dog. You can decide. And then from down dog, it's 3 rounds of turbo dog, bending your elbows, or 3 rounds on child's pose, 3 breaths in child's pose. Point those elbows straight down. So you just bend as much as you can. It's a little bend or a big bend. Just be where you are. A whole lot of shaking going on. It's good. Okay. Everybody meet back in down dog. Bring your feet closer together and step your right foot to the front of your mat and drop your back knee. So if you want to pad up the side of the mat, if your knee needs protection or take your towel there, please do. I'm going to come up and interlace the fingers and take them behind the head. So bring your hips forward, but don't let the whole lower back crunch. So lift these front ribs in as you do it. So come in, forwards, lean into this. All right. But then take your thumbs and lift your skull as you go up and back. And you lie your head in increments, a little bit. Stop. Go back, stop. You lay your head back into your hands. Make sure you can see your elbows. So now those nippling of the ribs start to open out. Can you now focus on the tailbone moving down? You still feel like your whole back is going long over something, including the neck, rather than all crunching. Okay, come up. Release your hands to the floor and lift your back knee. So we're going to bring ourselves into a twist. Last little push. Hands in the heart, come up. Twist over to your right. Now, of course, if you need to bring your back knee down, you're welcome to. Everybody keep your elbow over the knee and drop your left fingers to the floor. So there's a little exploration. Yeah. Right hand goes up to the ceiling. Keep twisting. So when I say everybody, I mean everybody try. And then if you think, okay, it's not working for me, then don't do it. Now roll your right pinky in and take your palm to face the floor and bring your arm over your ear. Keep pulling your right hip back. Roll your right ribs up to the sky. Left ribs through. Very nice. Well done. Let's come back to down dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Do the change legs. Left foot forward. Bring your back knee to the floor. Pad up if you need to. I'm going to change sides so I can see you. Interlace your fingers, come up, hands in your head, behind your head. All right, so go step by step. Ribs in, come forward. Lean into your hands, pull your head up and back. Go into your back bend slowly. So you just feel, where's there a place that doesn't take your breath away? Let your head rest in your hands, but let your hands do the job of lengthening the neck. Keep breathing. Okay, come up. Bring your hands to the floor. We're lifting the back knee. Bring your body up. Hands in the heart, twist left. Okay, so actually I always take my free hand, the left hand, and I pull my leg in. I push my leg in to get my belly round, and then I'm in a better, it's like you want to pull the belly fat up and the leg to the center. Okay, almost there. Release your right fingers to the floor. Take your left arm up. Roll the pinky. Take it over the ear. You can look all the way behind you. I didn't say it on the other side. Feel a full stretch. Yeah, very nice. I can see some really nice postures. Lovely. Keep spinning your ribs around. So nice. Good. Bring it out. Beautiful. Okay, come down. Everybody take a vinyasa, even if it's with your knees on the floor throughout. So you can do the whole thing with your knees down. Just get your breath back. Of course, knees are up for some of you. Downward facing dog and a well-deserved child's pose. Come down, feet together, knees apart, drop down. So give your body space, separate your knees enough in your child's pose that you can really drop your belly down to the floor. So at this point, we're going to move into a variation of a headstand. If you are an experienced practitioner, you can start to work your headstand. You might even get up and move your mat to a wall. If you're not, you'll be with me. So the people in class, I would say like Johan, Krista can be with me, just so I can get you into the little steps that we can build you up. Okay, there's going to be no standing on our head, don't worry. Anybody who wants to stick with me, we'll be here on the mat. All right. So everybody starts it this way, interlacing your fingers and tucking your bottom finger, baby finger, sorry, in your hands and placing your forearms on the floor. Look at your elbows, again, everybody, and make sure they're the width of the shoulders. And then place the flattest part of your head on the floor inside your forearms. So you have to just move a little bit to feel the flat part. Once it's down, it stays down. Tuck your toes, lift your knees. So if you're going into a full headstand, you're in it. So if you're with me, your head is on the floor and it stays on the floor. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, and then you stay and just feel, what does it feel like to be on the arms, to be on the head. And now, if you're at a wall, you might take your feet away, and those of you who are on your head, stay in the middle of your mat. All of you can do this. You might, but only if you're in a headstand and you're completely up, you'll need the wall. Everybody, keep the connection of the head to the floor, and hips are up, all the legs, and start to push your forearms down and lift your head 1 centimeter straight off the floor. So just feel how you use your arms here. The head, head comes up and then you can bring it down again. So you're looking for 80% in the arms, only 20% weight on the head. I'm talking so much at such a peaceful posture. I'm sure some of you are just saying, okay, enough already. Yeah, and that's the prep. That's it, Ludwig. You just come up and you go down. That's the Krista. You just come, you take your break, and then you feel again. How does it feel? No rush to kick up. All right. If you're still in your headstand, start to think about coming down. Everybody, child's pose is your recovery. Go straight down, drop your head. Arms could be back or forward, and take 5 counts here. And then just let it go. Let that go. And then when you're done, with your eyes closed, come up to a seat. Just sit on your heels, close your eyes, and just check in with yourself. Check in with how your neck feels, your shoulders, your whole body. The head is stacking perfectly between the shoulders. And you should feel a little bit of a lightness. Okay, good, good. So we're going to stay in the seat, or you can separate your feet and put a block under your sit bones. So see how that goes. We'll just release the neck after that. Okay, so take your arms up and turn the backs of the hands to touch. And then keep those thumbs rolling down, take the arms out, and hold your elbows behind you, or take reverse prayer. And then start to come forward, bow forward. Let the weight of the head open up, the upper shoulders. Just get as heavy as you can. Stay down, release your hands down under your shoulders to push you up. Bring yourselves all the way up. We're going to take a twist over to the right. So let your left hand find your right knee, but let your right hand wrap around the whole of the left foot. So where the baby toe of the left foot is, take your whole hand there and use your right hand to pull you over to your right. And then open your left shoulder more, pull it back so that the whole front chest opens. So we tend to move that front shoulder forward. You want to pull it back. Keep sitting down in your block. Keep opening that shoulder. It's a nice kind of a variation on the half spine. Okay, release. Go the other way. Excuse me. So your right hand will take your left knee, and then your left hand goes way over to your right foot if you can hold from the baby toe side of your foot. And that's going to help to lever you over to your left. And then pull your front shoulder back. So you really spread those collarbones. Good. Well, that collarbone from left to right. One bone. Keep sinking down. So watch if you've splayed your ribs out. The breathing going. It's a strong twist. Okay, release and come out of that. Good. So we can move the block out the way and come to laying on the back and have your strap handy. Lay all the way down. Strap on your right foot. Straighten out your right leg. Straighten out your left leg down on the mat. Hold your straps in your right hand. Take the leg out to the right. Left hand monitors the left frontal hip bone. Your right elbow is quite nice first to find the floor. Just give yourself some more slack. Keep going out with your leg. Out, down, out towards the right shoulder a little. Relax both your shoulders completely. Just enjoy this lovely opening. Come back. Same leg, swap hands. And then take your right thumb and hook it into your right hip. So in other words, push your right hip forwards in the crease of your right leg as you cross your body with your right leg, and it doesn't have to go that far. It might actually only go to the left side of your mat. And you'll get this kind of nerve sensation, nervy feeling, maybe, especially if you cycle, run, or walk a lot, as we stretch out this icy band area. Of course, if there's nothing happening, you want to explore going further, you can. Okay, good. Let's come back, change legs. And we're taking the left leg out to the left. Relax the opposite shoulder, relax the opposite, the whole of the right side, in fact. Try and get it closer down to the floor. Come up, change the hands. Put your left thumb into your left hip crease, push it forward, and then cross your body with your leg. Okay, come out of that. Release your straps. Bend your knees, place both your feet flat on the floor. Figure of 4, right ankle on the left knee. Come up with your right arm between the legs and interlace your fingers behind your left leg, either behind the hamstring or the front. Lay down and then start to make circles with your hands. So you're going to move your lower body, close your eyes and go into these lovely circles. You can go as big and you can go as slow, especially in those areas that feel like they need a little bit of more of a stretch. Slow as you want. Do about 4 in each direction. Don't rush this. It's really nice. And stay with the same leg when you change direction. And that right elbow can kind of also dig gently into the leg at points and kind of just help with this. Okay, let's change legs. So put both feet down, cross your left ankle over the right knee. Your left arm comes through between the legs. You can sit up if you have to, and then lay back down once you've got your interlace. Okay, so you've got 4 on this side, each direction. No rush. Like it comes in waves, the relief, the deep stretch. When you think you've done enough with this side, we're going to take a full body stretch. So let's take the feet as far away as you can. The hands reach up over the head. Full stretch, 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 stretch it out. Good. Let the feet turn out. Find your warmer tops if you need to. Let the backs of the hands find the floor closer to the body as you find Shavasana. Settling down now with your eyes closed. And then immediately start to scan the whole body, starting with the facial features to relax. Don't forget about the scalp and the ears and the back of the neck. You just keep moving down through the body, massaging your body with your own awareness, encouraging it to be heavier, softer, more relaxed. Now the breathing has returned back to normal. Just follow the breath, entering the body and leaving the body. Okay, so we're going to start to make our way out of Shavasana, unless you'd like to stay longer. You can start to move, start to bring yourself up and find your seat once again. So ending as we began, so still, quiet, looking for those moments of absolute silence, calm. Find them in the breath. Bring your hands to your heart, taking the gaze down. Let's bow the head forward. Feel yourself feeling your practice now into your heart. Let's take a big breath in, everybody together. Breathe fully in and breathe all out. Thank you all for joining. Have a lovely week. Namaste. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Caron.
Thanks, Clovis. Thanks so much for joining.
Thank you, Caron. Have a good week.
Thank you, Caron. It was lovely. Thank you. Bye.